Hey guys, it's Ajna here. So today I'm just gonna give you guys a little brief explanation about the time period, and basically it is the first full moon. This is the day of the first full moon of August, and if you didn't know that there's two full moons in August, actually, it's called a blue moon. Do your own research into that. I can't get into that because it's, moons, and there's just a lot of information out there. But I'm going right now with my friend Brittany. She's also spiritual. She's kind of a noob, but she's getting into meditation and stuff. So this is kind of like for the noobs out there, for the spiritual noobs who, wouldn't know what to bring when you're going meditating or, out into nature. Basically what I do is I kind of always create my own little ritual when I go meditate. I bring a pack of stuff, which I have, and I'll show you guys in a moment, but let's go back to the moon first. Basically, the full moon is tonight. It is after midnight. The full moon energies are going to be all day today, throughout tomorrow. Hello, news helicopter. What was I thinking? Anyways, okay, sorry. Sorry, anyways, I hope you can hear me. There's a lot of chaos happening outside. I don't really live in... I haven't ever really lived in like a more of an urban part of New Mexico, but now I live right in the middle of all the commotion, so. But it's giving me energy. Moon is giving me energy also. If you noticed, the past few weeks in my videos I've been kind of like, to put it simply, I haven't been feeling like myself, and now I feel pumped and ready to take on the world, so to speak. But I'll go back to the moon. Okay, sorry. I get sidetracked sometimes, sorry. So basically the full moon energies today are in full swing, and dealing with the moon, it means you're dealing with feminine energy. And the past couple days I have been charging up in masculine energy, sun gazing. The other day I'm so proud of myself, I did an 1.5 hour long meditation without opening my eyes, and that's really big for me because when I meditate, I usually kind of like peek open my eyes, and it kind of takes away from your meditation. So I was so proud of myself for doing that. I actually sat outside on my balcony. Watch, I'll show you guys. Say hello to my family. So anyways, I actually sat on my balcony. I thought it was my friend. I sat on my balcony over there on that wall, and the sun was, in my face pretty much the whole time. And it was right at sunset, so, the rays weren't, like, beaming down on me. It was more of like a calm sort of thing. And, anyways, so, sorry, I got sidetracked. It was a really awesome meditation. I soaked up a lot of masculine energies, and I felt like those have been playing out in my life a little bit more. So I'm super excited about this full moon because it is, feminine energy, auspicious nighttime energy. So I'm really excited. The last full moon I really, really basked in wasn't this last one. Unfortunately, I kind of, pushed to the side, which was bad. That was a bad month. The last month was a really bad month. I have been, dwindling into the lower energies, which I know I shouldn't have been, but I did for some reason. I'm back. Full force, I'm back. I haven't lost myself, I promise. These 3D energies they grab and they pull. And sometimes it's like hard, but you know what? I got this. And you got it too, so don't ever worry that you're not gonna make it or whatever, because you can not make it, but that's only if you try really, 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 really hard not to. And you have to try not to, but okay. Anyways, I'm straying off subject, and I probably should get to the point. Okay, so full moon tonight, do your research into it. There's a lot of transformative energies. I also watched a video the other day, not a video, I read an article of channel message, and I use my toughest discernment with channeled messages because you don't know the source. Plain and simple, you don't know who the source is. So my advice to you is to use full discernment when reading channeled messages. Even if they sound fully benevolent, just know that there could be malevolent forces deceiving through benevolent messages. Now, I'm not saying that every channel message is malevolent in nature or deceiving, because that's just a fear mindset. I'm just saying that some messages can be manipulated and stuff. So use your best discernment, use your heart, do what feels right in your heart, you know, stuff like that. Anyways, this channel message is about the 8th, and it's about the Olympics, actually, that there's supposed to be first contact happening on the Olympic fields, in the middle of the Olympics, in front of the whole world to see. So we'll see if it happens. I know that there was supposed to be a false flag alien invasion during the Olympics, but that's what I'm saying, use your best discernment. You know, obviously, if they're like, come with us, you know, or hail us, or, you know, blah, 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 obviously it's going to be kind of questionable. So just use your best discernment, stuff like that. Anyways, okay, so what I usually bring on a, you know, meditation or something that I like, when we have like a group meditation, I usually bring my crystal bowl, my big singing bowl. I don't know if you've seen it. I usually bring that, but we're going to the mountains today, so that's not really gonna happen. It's huge and I don't want it to break. So I just bring a backpack and a little, I actually made this, but it's a little tote, tie-dye tote that I made. And hold on. In my tote, I usually just bring some of my crystals. These are my Federation crystals, I guess you can say. These are the crystals that have been with me since pretty much the beginning. This one's my smoky quartz, a little amethyst cluster, my titanium aura, my ever awesome spirit amethyst that lost its color. Oh my god, I'm so sad, but amethyst loses color in the sunlight, so it happens, unfortunately, but you know what, who cares. My stibnite wand, masculine side, it broke a long time ago. It used to be like, if you see my old videos, you'll see that it was a big wand and it broke, and the second half actually left me, so kind of bummed about that. I actually have this little piece though that I'm gonna wire wrap and wear, but they say that you're not supposed to wear stibnite directly on the skin because it's toxic to your skin. But I'm gonna make like a little, I was thinking about making like a little medicine bag for it or something. You would have never thought me like looking how I do, being the way I am. I was just thinking that all morning, like, people probably think I'm some like crazy girl, you know, my dirty doll shirt. Anyways, rose quartz also lost its color. My Lemurian seed, this baby is my baby. I got it in Sedona. I found it actually, and it was a store called Mystical Bazaar, and the lady's like, oh, okay, why'd you pick this crystal? And I was like, I don't know, it just called to me, like it jumped out at me out of all the other crystals. And she's like, that's really good because this crystal, and she pulled out her little crystal Bible book, or one of her little Bible crystal books, sorry. And it's 6 points, so that meant something. But then it has like a little baby on it. I don't know if you could see it. See that little baby sticking off the side? That little, yeah. Sorry about my hair. She said that meant that I'm an old soul, and that the sides meant that I have a mission here and stuff like that. So I was like really excited that like came to me because I've been wanting a Lemurian seed since I've seen them, since I've known about them, and I never really knew why until I did research into Lemuria and Mu, or whatever you want to call it, and found out that I have such a strong resonance with the ancient teachings, and I feel like we're trying to reconnect with the aspect of our history, like, if that makes sense, because we don't really know about our ancient history from then because of what we're taught in school. So I feel like it's like an initiation to learn more about our actual past, you know. And I feel like I have such strong resonance all over the world that I feel, you know, from Egypt to Peru to Stonehenge to every megalithic monument in the freaking world, I have connection to, because I've been there. I know I've been there in a past life, and I know I'm supposed to find something from these places and like put them together like a puzzle piece. Like, I don't know, I've always felt like I had to find something, and I had to find something really important, and I just haven't found it yet. So, but anyways, wow, I've got so sidetracked. But yeah, okay, so we'll continue that another day, because as you can tell, I'm kind of in and out of, like, I can't communicate clearly, so maybe I should work on my throat chakra today. Maybe that's what it is. Overactive. Definitely overactive. Someone was telling me that the other week, and hey, I'm still learning, so... Okay, so I bring my Palo Santo. It smells amazing. Peruvian incense, frankincense, Peruvian frankincense. It's a tree. It's part of a tree from Peru, called the Palo Santo tree, obviously. And you know, it's like a sage. Sage to me can be too strong sometimes, even though I do have some sage. This is more of a like calming, peaceful smell, and sage is kind of just like in your face, like, you know, like, you know the smell of sage right away. But Palo Santo, you're just like, like, it smells like Sedona to me, like, and Sedona is my home, my resonant home in my heart, so that's why I bring that. Next thing, white sage from California. You don't know where to get it online, just look online somewhere. You don't have like a metaphysical shop around you, or ask me, I'll send you some. Sure. I'll send you some, why not? But okay, this is my Tibetan singing bowl, and I might be selling this one just because I feel like it's too small. Like, I'm used to really powerful, intense vibrations, and this one I don't feel like it has the sound that I'm looking for. It's perfectly fine, there's nothing wrong with it, it's just I don't feel like it resonates with me. So maybe it resonates with one of you. If you want it, I'll hook you up, you know. I'm not gonna, yeah, but it's my little singing bowl just for to set the initial tone for the vibration, I mean for the meditation. Basically means that when I first start meditating, I'll hit it a couple times to get that calm, trancey state of mind, and then, I'll go from there. I don't use it completely during my meditations just because it's a distraction, and, when you're meditating, you want to be as out of physical as possible, if that makes sense. Like, you want to be in here more than out here. Yeah, you can have the cars driving by and the sirens driving by, but in all reality, you're still inside. So take it like you know how all of your organs in your body are working right now and you can't see them? Well, when you're meditating, think of when you're inside, you know, you're inside your heart and everything's working inside, and outside everything's still gonna work. It's just, oh my gosh, that's really loud, sorry. Okay. It's still there, it's just working, oh, I lost it. It's still working, it's still, everything out there is still there, and it's gonna be there, but it's necessary to take the time inside, because right now, on the inside, we'll just say spirit realm, world, our soul, where our soul resides. When you close your eyes, you see darkness, right? That is a void, and basically in this darkness we are sleeping. So right now we're awake, but in all reality we're still sleeping. And when you meditate more and when you go inside more, you are awakening that inner divinity within yourself. So that's why they say it's vital to meditate every day, even if it's just a little bit, just because it's it takes you away from the 3D and it puts you into a higher state of consciousness, which thus then allows you, the initiate, the cauldron one, which allows you, hold on, sorry, I'm still here. Which allows you, the golden cauldron, you are the cauldron, your golden cauldron, your solar plexus. Sorry, one of those aha moments. Basically, it allows you to do the inner alchemy to produce outer results. If you didn't know this about me, a couple years ago, I was not how I am today. I was not spiritual whatsoever. I was lost in life. And I started embarking on my journey. And my journey thus led me to becoming who I am today, which is a completely different person than who I was. But it feels like more like myself. And it's because I unknowingly have been doing inner alchemy for years. And I've initiated myself unknowingly into things that I may have known in a past life, and that's why I was so, calm and resonant with them. But some people freak out about, like tarot and witchcraft. Some people freak out about that stuff still, because, a couple hundred years ago I would have been burned for my beliefs, like literally burned because people think I'm a witch. And now I can be a witch out in the open without people fearing me, because they have nothing to fear, because I don't bring bad energy into the world. I do rituals, but I do rituals for the better of everybody, not for myself or to get ahead or stuff like that. I do it for basically the ascension process and to bring light, to bring a good enough light quotient into the world. So yes. Anyways, we're gonna drop that part of that conversation and continue on. Tarot cards to do some divination. I don't mess with tarot that much anymore, really. I used to more, but now I'm just kind of like, I know everything's like that's meant to happen is gonna happen, and I know that it's gonna be for the good of me and for the good of all involved, even if it doesn't seem like it's good at the time. I know that in that moment I'm learning a lesson, especially when it's hard, especially when it's the hardest. I'm learning one of the biggest lessons in my life, so I kind of just take everything as it is, Sometimes tarot's good. I think that's only if you have like a burning question within, stuff like that. So I might mess with it a little bit today, but other than that, I'm kind of just like, whatever. My oracle cards, I need to get new ones. And I think that's it. Oh, and a lighter to light the Palo and the Palo Santo. You can use a lighter. I've known people who are spiritual who rather would not use butane because it's butane. But I'm not a hippie yet. I still live in the city. I'm urban. You know, this is kind of like urban meditation stuff. You know, I feel like I'm a neo-era hippie in a way. Like, I'm not a hippie because I don't walk barefoot all the time. Although I wish I do, because it is good for your pineal gland, but not today, unfortunately. But, yeah. Oh, and my blue kyanite. This is part of my original Ascension team. But yeah, that's pretty much what I bring on a meditation. Sometimes I bring different stuff, sometimes I bring different crystals. Oh yeah, and I bring this, and I actually have one more crystal to share. Show and tell, guys. Okay, sorry. And this crystal is obsidian, black obsidian, and you can see like it's inlays. And this is gonna be the major one I'm working with today because it has really strong grounding effects, and it's pretty. So, and then I just bring like a little scarf to lay all my stuff out because I've actually lost crystals in the dirt. Not unknowingly, of course, but I've lost crystals in the dirt after meditating. I kind of just left them there, so not on purpose, but on accident. But we don't want that to happen again, so I'm bringing my little scarf. So yeah, that's about it. I've brought in drums in the past. My African drum, you know, they say that beating a drum to your heart rate is is one of the fastest ways to get into the, they say to get, what is it, to find your stillness, basically, to find your trance. You know, I worked with a shaman more than a few times, and he does shamanic drum and voice journeys, astral travel journeys, meditations, and he, you know, he tells us a lot of what he learned, because he actually went to Esther Island and practiced with the indigenous tribes there, and he's practiced with numerous tribes in New Mexico, Native American tribes, which is really awesome. I'm so happy to be from New Mexico because there's so much culture here, that unexplored culture for myself, which is actually exciting because one of my friends, Yassi's native, and he's telling me about these 5-story mile something underground kivas from the Native Americans that are like sacred, and the first thing that came to my mind was Shambhala. So it's somewhere in northern New Mexico, like going this way, so we might be going within the next couple weeks. I know we're planning a camping trip to do like our fire ceremony and you know, stuff like that, big meditation. I want to do alchemy. I want to read this to my friends because it's this book is an alchemical journey, initiation journey. You could buy the tapes from it, which might be easier because you have to read. It's like a visualization where you have to read and tell people, like, you have to read it from your perspective and, you know, flip it. But anyways, that's about it today. That's what I bring on a meditation. Today's the full moon day. Well, technically tomorrow. Just missed 10:10. It means I'm talking too long. 10:10, okay. Actually that was 10:11. Unfortunately I missed 10:10. It makes me kind of sad. I think I've passed my limit then. I think that's a sign that I need to stop being so out here and get in here. So with that being said, if you guys have any questions for me, anything, I know I've talked a lot today and it's been kind of spacey. I'm sorry about that. Just really hyper and excited, so I don't know why. Something big's happening, I just don't know what it is yet. But alright, namaste. Any questions, ask me. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Okay.